So let's begin the session on Indian economy. We'll discuss a few important quiz of Indian economy and the questions that are important in this point in this for our upcoming exams, and we will be discussing current Indian economy events and few static Indian economy questions. Okay, the questions that are important for your exam point of view, we will be discussing them, and there are few questions that are static in nature. We will also be discussing them. So let's begin the quiz. We will not waste our time because exam is approaching. I don't want you to waste your time in long and lengthy classes, and I will also not stretch the class. I will be targeting preparing PDFs for you from tomorrow onwards. Okay. So we'll the first question is from budget. So what is the disinvestment target for 2020 to 21? You say 1,73 crores. Okay. Any other answer? Anyone else? What is disinvestment? Can anyone tell me what is disinvestment and what is the target? Can anyone tell me what is disinvestment? Disinvestment is disinvestment in public sector units. Okay. So government has a target. Yes. Option number Sasank, you are right. Option number B is the right answer. Option number A is not. I think it was a previous year's target 1,73,000. This year's target stands at 2,10,000 crore. Okay. So this is for the year 2020-21. I think many of you be knowing about this investment target. So there are also discussion in disinvestment in public sector banks. So there are some sectors, some people, those who are raising their voice against disinvestment or privatization. It is a privatization kind of thing. Government are starting to lower their stake in various organizations, and there are now onwards there will be some strategic sectors, and in strategic sector government can have maximum number. Yes, it's good for revenue generation. And you remember, there are some strategic sectors like energy, coal, etc. And in strategic sector, government cannot have more than 4 companies floating. Okay, 4 companies functioning in any sector, which is a strategic sector. Government can have maximum 4 number of PSUs in that particular sector. So if in upcoming days bank or financial sector comes into strategic sector, then they will have to reduce the number of banks to 4. Either they will be consolidating or they will be privatizing. Getting it? Getting it? So disinvestment is important to generate revenue. Okay, this is an income for the government, right? So I think all of you now clear about disinvestment. All of you now are clear about disinvestment. Okay, this is the way up. Yes, it is good for economy. Yes, it's an interview question whether it's good or bad. It is good for economy, but bad for few employees, for employee point of view, because people don't want to be privatized. Once a government employee, he never wants to be in a private sector. But this is one kind of selling your own assets. So if you start selling all of your own assets, then how will you generate revenue in coming years? Okay, so this is the point. I think someone has answered question number 2. But let me tell you, in economy point of view, privatizing is okay, it's important, it is required. Okay, why America, USA and European countries are developed? Because the government sector don't compete with private sectors. Okay, see, in government sector we have hospitals, and we have encouraged private players to be there. So that means government in a way fighting with private players. So that is not healthy. Like what happened in BSNL. BSNL is a government entity, whereas BSNL was forced to compete with private entities. Always private entities will be aggressive. Okay, so government should not have Government should have control over private sector, but should not enter into floating companies, profit making companies. Okay, so this is the rule. For an economy to develop, there should be more number of sectors should be in private, and government should have active role in governance, in formulating policies, and in governing these companies to enforce better labor laws. Why people are not interested to work in a private company? Because they can hire and fire anytime. So if there will be a better labor law, it will help people to remain in a particular organization happily. Okay, so this is the point. We will be discussing all of them in when the interviews will approach. Now we'll stick into MCQs. So what is the name of Union Budget 2021? Can anyone tell me? 2021 name of someone said Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas. I think this is a old era of Modi government. This has been changed. The budget name for 2021 is different. So can you tell what is it? Can you tell what is it? This is ease of living, right? Right. Right. This is ease of living. Okay. Okay. So let's move to the question number 3. विवाद से विश्वास scheme is related to what? विवाद से विश्वास, the scheme is related to what? Direct tax, indirect tax, both direct and indirect, neither direct or indirect. Can anyone tell me what is विवाद से विश्वास? What is विवाद से विश्वास? Yes, Rohit says it is direct and indirect both. Anyone? Is there anyone having any other answer? Okay, it's direct. Yes, only direct. It's only direct. Yes, Santosh, I think there are some issue. Let me talk to the technical team tomorrow. Many of you are having issues. So I will talk to the technical team tomorrow and will resolve the issue. Okay. Yes, it's direct tax. Direct tax. So whatever problems happening in app, it has been noted. So we will be resolving it once this technical team is there. Don't worry about it. Okay, Vivad Se Vishwas is about direct tax. So you know that there are many tax disputes that are still not resolved in the country. Hence, people fear paying taxes, and there is no ease of paying tax. And only many a times taxpayers being harassed if there is a mismatch in their taxable amount. So Vivad Se Vishwas, that means there will be from dispute to having faith. There will be no dispute with the taxpayer. Now the government will have faith on the taxpayers. Okay, and this is about direct tax. What is direct tax and indirect tax? Can someone tell me the difference between direct and indirect tax? Yes, income tax. Yes. Direct tax is income tax. Indirect tax is GST. So many indirect taxes have been added to one ambit, and that is now called GST. Okay. GST is an indirect tax. Okay. For risk managers, yes, I will be providing. We have already covered up to market risk. In 2-3 days, we will be covering this operational risk, credit risk, market risk is covered. In 2-3 days, we will be covering operational risk, and thereafter we will have few other classes, 3-4 other classes regarding some specific segments of risk management. Okay, and those who are preparing for risk credit, don't think that 100% question will be coming from risk and credit management, risk management and credit management. You have a paper that is called professional knowledge plus from your one expertise. That means from your one segment. Okay, so this will be both professional knowledge plus some few questions from credit, not 100% from credit or not 100% from risk. Okay, and for interview part, we'll see in now we will cover many topics post the written test. For professional knowledge, I have already taken so many classes from starting from PSL to NPA management. Thereafter we have IBC. We have taken so many classes. Banking Regulation Act, Reserve Bank of India Act. There are so many of them. I will be giving you a list to prepare. Okay, Basel, yes, Basel, yes, banking law, yes, definitely. Many of the banking law segment. In banking law, almost I have completed, and I will there I have provided a PDF of Negotiable Instrument Act. I have not taken a class of Negotiable Instrument Act. There are previous free videos lying in my YouTube channel about Negotiable Instrument Act, and PDF is there. I have noted down all the important sections of Negotiable Instrument Act that I will add. That class I will also add. So professional knowledge, I think all the classes that I have taken is almost sufficient to crack. And apart from this, for credit managers, in handbook I will provide about that mortgage, charge registration, etc. There will be something extra, and the documentation part. But don't think that 100% question will be coming from credit management. There will be static banking awareness, there will be current banking awareness, there will be bank questions from banking laws, questions from banking regulations, etc. Okay, if you will have 50 questions, out of 50 you may face 10 questions from credit management, or max to max 15 questions from credit to risk, and rest will be from professional knowledge. Okay, so you prepare RBI circular gists. There are so many circulars we have covered. In RBI circulars, because RBI circulars are not only current affairs, they are also static banking awareness. So we have covered almost so many things. But if you want me to notify you what to study, I will do that for you. Don't worry. We have already covered RBI circular gist for the month of October, and we'll discuss for half an hour current events of month of October, current banking developments for the month of October, and thereafter that will conclude your entire current banking issues for professional knowledge, because I have taken class from April to October. RBI circulars and current events. That is part 1. Part 2 is banking laws, professional knowledge of banking. That is part 2. Part 3 is your specialization. So in written, you will not go deep into your specialization. They will ask questions. There will be no high level calculations. Don't worry about it. Whatever we have covered the basics, and the basics are important. And then these are qualifying in nature, and side by side you prepare DI and reasoning. Tomorrow I will be uploading that to a because that is to DI, and this reasoning part is 25 MB. I'm unable to send it over WhatsApp. I will be uploading it into a cloud, into a drive, and I will be providing you the link. Okay, so we'll be start doing it. Don't worry about it. We are planning what to do, what not to do. Credit management, I will complete everything, every document, every syllabus by Wednesday. I will be providing you the document by Wednesday. For risk management, we will have 3-4 more classes and study materials, and the extra AML, KYC, etc. circulars, I will be uploading it into app, and I will also be providing you the link, RBI circular link, so that you can check it on a go. And we will also resolve all the pending issues of app login. So don't worry about it. Okay, so let's move to the few questions. And in Indian economy, there is no need to go into deep. Yes, some some concepts like GDP, fiscal deficit, etc. need to be remembered. but at the same time some current issues of importance will be asked. So this question depends upon this question is based upon the current developments of economy, not Indian economy. It is economy at a large. Okay, so what percentage of and questions are asked in such type? This type of questions in specialist officer exam are being asked. That's why we are taking these questions into picture. So and if you want to read everything on the earth, then you are welcome. But my strategy is I am trying to limit everything, because you people are professionals and I don't want to and want you to get exposure to everything on the earth. If you have time for everything, then you can go anywhere, and you can start self study at any point of time. But we are limiting the courseware only because to stay focused. So that is my strategy, and we are here to qualify the exams, not to be the topper of the exam. Okay, so the percentage of Indian population now dependent upon agriculture, can anyone tell me? 65, 53, someone said 65, 40%, again 65, so it's wrongly mentioned, 65% twice. Can anyone tell me? Currently it is around 53%. It keeps on changing. It's currently it is 53%. It keeps on changing. Okay, on an average you have to take a note. Okay, yes, so there will be no 53%, 53.5% or 53%, 54%, 52% in options. When such questions will be asked, the deviation will be minimum 10% or more than 5%, because these things keep on changing. These are not static data. Okay, so black revolution is related to what? Fish production, coal production, crude oil production, mustard production. Black revolution is linked to what? Yes. Many of you saying coal, because coal is black, but this is not the right answer. Yes, all of you have given coal. Okay. You can leave the class. I will be sharing you the recording and both the PDF and recording. Don't worry about it. Yes. Okay, no issues. Black revolution is related to crude oil production. Okay, black revolution is related to the crude oil production. Okay, yes, yes. What percentage of India's GDP is contributed by service sector? What percentage of India's GDP is now contributed by service sector? 45, 50, 60, 75%. You say 75%. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, Sasank, you are right. It's 60%. It's 60%. Okay, it's 60%. As per the Union Budget 2020 and 21, what is the highest rate of direct tax in India? What is the highest slab of direct tax in India? Yeah, I think many of you know about income tax, but when such type of questions are asked, you tend to be confused. Yes. Yes. 30%. Right. Your answer is right. We will not waste time discussing more on income tax slabs, but it is 30%. It is the highest slab. Yes, it is 30%. Right. So, what is the title of this year's Finance Commission report? This year's Finance Commission report means for 5 years. This Finance Commission is for 5 years. This 5-year Finance Commission report. What it is said. Finance Commission is for 5 years. Okay. So 15th Finance Commission report. Recommendations in COVID times. Finance Commission in COVID times. 15th Finance Commission recommendations. Yes, many of you saying this is 15th Finance Commission report, but it is Finance Commission in COVID times? Option number C is the right answer. It is Finance Commission in COVID times, and it is for 5 years, 2020-21 to 21 to 26, FY 21 to FY 26. Getting it? It is for 5 years and 21 to 26. We have few more questions on this Finance Commission. Who is the chairman of 15th Finance Commission? YV Reddy, JC Murmu, Nand Kishore Singh, Arvind Mehta. Who is the chairman of 15th Finance Commission? Yes, Ramesh. You are saying Nand Kishore Reddy. Why not YV Reddy? Sorry, Nand Kishore Singh. Anil says on Nand Kishore Singh. I think you are preparing at a right direction. It is Nand Kishore Singh is the right answer, and the outgoing chairman of 14th Finance Commission is YV Reddy. Getting it? Yes, 14th YV Reddy. Right. Yes, you are right. Right. So as per the recommendations of the state's share of divisible pool of taxes of FY 2020-21, this should be reduced from 42% to what percentage? So in the FY 2022-2021, the share of state's tax pool, state's share from the tax pool, the income from tax. You know that tax, when government receive tax, they divide the tax between government and state. Okay, there is a certain percentage fixed that center will have this percentage with them, and the rest they will allocate with the they will allocate to the states. So earlier it was 42%. Now it has been reduced from 42% to 42% to 42% to. Can anyone tell me? If you don't know, I can answer you. 41, 35. Yes. No. Okay, I think many of you will not be knowing it. This is 41%, and let me tell you why this has happened. Because yes, okay, not sure. Great. It is 41%. Why 41%? Actually, it has not been reduced. Earlier, Jammu and Kashmir used to be a state, and hence the allocation was 42%. And now the spendings of Jammu and Kashmir is Government of India's duty. The central government is spending in Jammu and Kashmir. Hence, the portion is now reduced to 41%, and rest is with the GOI, Government of India, with the central government. Okay, and the central government will have their expenditure done for Jammu and Kashmir. They will have to invest in Jammu and Kashmir. Hence, it has been reduced. Okay, so there is a certain calculation of tax pool. Some percentage is given to central government, and rest is divided to states. And states are divided. How this 41% will be divided among the 28 states? This will be divided based on the criteria of population. Okay, getting it? So which is the base year of the population taken by 15th Finance Commission for the tax calculation for states? So what I was saying, you understand the logic. I was saying you that the 41% tax will be divided among 28 states, right? So yes, many of you saying 2011 being the last census, right? 2011 being the last census, you are telling it. There's a good logic you have. If you have thought that 2011 is a yes, last census, so the base year could be 2011, then that's a calculative risk, and you are cracked the particular question, right? I always said you have some logic. Why I discuss the logic behind every question? Whenever you are answering, or whenever you are seeing any question, try to understand, is this question meant for you or not? Okay, so nowadays the invalid questions, who is the father of economy, Adam Smith, this type of questions are nowadays not being asked. Who is father of economy? These are basic simple questions, and they don't ask. They ask a relevant economic question that has been impacting our day-to-day life. Or in a last 1 year, we have come across the news articles pertaining to in economy. Okay, so such questions are being asked. They don't want history students in banks. They want student with knowledge of current events, current economic developments, current banking developments. And in a banking system, what are important? Some schemes important, poverty alleviation measures are important, okay, social welfare measures are important. So questions related to social welfare measure, index, various index, ranking, these are important. Okay, so let me tell you the answer. 2011 is the right answer. Question number 12. In the Global Hunger Index 2020, which of the following countries has the highest hunger and undernutrition levels among world regions? There are regions divided in Global Hunger Index. One of the regions is the highest hunger percentage. So can you tell which is the region with having highest hunger range? Africa, south of the Sahara, South Asia, both A and B, neither A nor B. The highest hunger rate, I think you are not you have not seen this type of questions, this global hunger index. So this is Africa, south of Sahara, and South Asia, both A and B. Okay, this is both A and B, right? Here no, here not B, both A and B is the right answer. Getting it? Okay. So why I have made this quiz? Why I have made this quiz? This these are 20 most important questions. But once you see what type of questions I have arranged, if I will not be able to provide you more quiz on Indian economy before the exam, even if you see some of these recent developments, if you Google out some of the recent developments in economy sector, you will find out what could be the right question for you. What could be the right question for you? Such index, recent developments, finance commission, budgetary developments, recent stimulus on economy, these are important. And don't read economic concepts a lot. Yes, concepts like GDP, concepts like deficit, these are few important questions. Okay, you don't need to you need not clear the entire book of Indian economy that is for UPSC, that is meant for UPSC aspirants. That is different. Your question level is going to be practical. Your question level is going to be practical, based on last 1 year developments, based on last 1 year news articles, new developments, okay, and some common facts. Question number 13. Which of the following countries shares the same rank and score with India in Global Hunger Index? That means I'm saying you that India's rank is 94. This could be a question. What is India's rank? This is 94. What is India's score? 27.2. 27.2 means in this scale extreme hunger. Yes. It could be. It could be. Sanctions could be. Yes. Okay, so 27.2 is what? India, they could say India's hunger score is 27.2, which is good, poor, extreme, serious, serious. So they say 27.2 is a extreme serious level of hunger. Okay, if you think that the hunger index has nothing to do with economy, you are wrong, because this type of index, global index, that rank, that says the status of a economy. Okay, poverty alleviation, etc. Yes, Sudan is the right answer. Yes, Sasank, you are right. Sudan is a very poor country. If India's rank is at par with Sudan's, then there is a concern. Okay, the level is high. The hunger level is extremely serious for India's point of view. Getting it? Poverty alleviation or things related to poverty are very much important. Social welfare, very much important. Okay. Which company ranked first in Forbes World Best Employer 2020? Forbes World's Best Employer 2020. IBM, Amazon, Samsung, Microsoft. Amazon, you say. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me give a clue. Let me give a clue. This company's founding father is recently dead. The company's founding father is recently dead. Can anyone tell me? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you got the clue rightly. Yes, you got the clue right. Right. Samsung is the right answer. Getting it? Getting it? Okay, Samsung is in news for two reasons. Its founder is recently died in South Korea. Samsung is a Korean company. Okay. And the second one is it has been awarded as Forbes World's Best Employer. Forbes is a magazine, right? Okay. Anil, you can put down your hands. This is there in the more option. Okay, yes, they are coming up with the largest plant in Noida. Yes. Okay, okay. Yes. Who is the current president of World Bank Group? Who is the current president of World Bank Group? Okay, okay. Robert Jolik, David Malpass, Christina Lagarde, Jim Yong Kim. Okay. Yes, all of you right. No, not A is not the right answer. David Malpass is the right answer. I think he has replaced Christina Lagarde. Right? Right? Okay. So next question is related to that. Okay. Which of the following institutions is not the part of World Bank community? In economy, they often ask you questions related to World Bank group, related to international financial organizations. Right. Anil says WTO is not one of the members of World Bank group. Yes, Irfan also says WTO is not a member of World Bank group. Any other answers, or all of you agree with them? Please tell me. Okay, no. No. WTO is the right answer. It is not one of the members of World Bank. So you can, if you have to replace WTO with a World Bank group organization, which could be the fourth one? Can you first option IBRD? What is the full form of IBRD? International Bank for R stands for Reconstruction and Development, right? IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. IDA, can anyone tell me what is IDA? Great. IFC, yes. So then, which is the fourth one we missed here? Which is the fourth one we missed here? No, World Trade Organization is not a member, na? This is the right answer for this question. But if you have to replace WTO with a World Bank member institution, so what it could be? This is MIGA, right? Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. Multilateral means of various countries. Unilateral means one country. Bilateral means two countries. Multilateral means so many countries. Right? So that is MIGA. The fourth World Bank Group institution is MIGA, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency. Okay. So how many members are there in IBRD? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? Yes, right answer 189. Yes, yes, yes. All of you getting 189 is the right answer. So how many members are there in IFC? IFC. Yes, Om Prakash, welcome to the class. I think you are not there in the class before. Total members in IFC, I am asking you. 189 for IBRD. Okay. 185. What could be the right answer? How many group countries are there? Member countries are there in IFC? Can anyone tell? 184. 184. Okay. So who is the president of IFC right now? President of IFC is now Philippe Lehure. Okay. Philippe Le. Yeah. Philippe Le. Okay. Okay. So can anyone tell me what is IMF? IMF. Where it is headquartered? Where it is headquartered? Yes. Is there any other financial institution which is headquartered at Washington DC? Yes. So can you tell me what this duo is called? If in a single word. Right. Okay. IMF is there to lend its member countries. Okay. Right. But both this IMF and World Bank are the two organizations are the outcome of Washington Consensus. So these are called the product of Washington Consensus. Okay. Post World War II, there was a consensus in Washington. There was a meeting held in Washington, and post that, to formulate policies of world finance and to regulate world finance from Washington, these two institutions, World Bank and IMF, has been created. So these are the products of Washington Consensus, right? So this type of financial institutions you need to remember. So let's come back to India, and these are some hot topics and the developments during Corona times. See, the developments during Corona times. The thing is that union budget is always important for your exam point of view. Yes, all of you have answered 10%, and I will tell you that this one is right. So don't be hurry. But let me tell you what you can check, because I cannot cover everything there on earth. So in your free time, if you are checking Google, you have to check. Almost I have covered all financial developments post April. So if budget is important, from budget 2020 onwards, there are so many changes in budget after COVID outbreak, right? So these changes are important, because some of the changes has made this the budget allocation invalid, right? So the changes you need to remember. So Atmanirbhar package is the equivalent to 10% of India's GDP. That I think all of you know. What is the pillars of self-reliant India movement? Self-reliant India movement. Why the self-reliant India movement happened? Because of China's dominance in supply chain market. Right. Yes. How many pillars of self-reliant India? Not six. Not six. I think it's five. What are they? There are three I have mentioned. Can I? Hmm. Yes, 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 yes. Infrastructure. Yes. Infrastructure, economy, demography, and what are the rest two? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? Demography we have mentioned. Demand we need to mention. Yes. System and demand. System and demand we have skipped. System and demand. Right. Apart from these three, there are system and demand. So why this self-reliant India movement started? I think all of you are aware of this in developments. Post-COVID outbreak, it has been observed that China is dominating the supply chain market and India is having disputes, border disputes plus COVID disputes. It is expected that COVID is outbroken from Wuhan and China has not what you can say, China has not disclosed the world about the outbreak in beforehand. Hence, the quad countries like India, Japan, Australia, and USA want to kill the dominance of China in supply chain market, right? So the self-reliant India movement is initiated by this Modi government. So question number 19 says, for the FY 2020-21, how much reduction in rates of tax deduction at source, that is TDS, and tax collected at source, that is TCS, is announced under Atmanirbhar Bharat? Yes, Ramesh, you are right. Right. Yes, great going. 25%. Yes, this is 25%. This is a pleasure for me that many of you are answering the questions in right direction. Okay, so I think we are preparing at a very right direction. Some of questions I am putting it for the first time in front of you, but still you are able to answer it. That's a great sense of relief. Okay, I think this is the question number 20. This is not question number 19. There is a typo error. Okay, so this is end of this 20 quiz. So some of the questions are there. I will be putting it for you in form of PDF. Will not take classes of these quiz henceforth, but now the main objective of this class is to tell you what type of questions you can see in Indian economy, and there will be not more than 3-4 questions from Indian economy. Don't worry about it in SBI CBO part. And these are the questions required for professional knowledge in PNB and Bank of India. So this type of questions from Indian economy is going to be there in your exam. Yes, Hasan. So any other doubts you can give me. I keep a bit busy and I have to prepare. Oh, I was on a visit today to my hometown due to Diwali, but still I thought to take this class because exams are ahead. Tomorrow onwards, I will be putting more materials for you. I will be looking into circulars, RBI circulars, what are important. I will also forwarding it to your respective groups, whether it is risk or credit or SBI CBU. I think many of you have gone through the AML KYC circular that I have given to you. I do. There will be 4 to 5 options. Preventive vigilance. I have given you the circular, na. In preventive vigilance, I have given you the circular, na. There could be 4 to 5 options. Normally, five option. Fifth option will be there. Normally, 5 options are there. Normally 5, and yes, there are negative markings. There are negative markings. Okay. Remember it. Take a calculative risk, not a high risk. Don't take high risks. Take calculative risk. And don't think that if you have given C, yes, in legal issues there will be many more questions. And let me tell you one thing: if you find no Tuka trick, no Tuka trick. If you will go for Tuka trick, then why you have enrolled for the course? Why I'm spending so many time for developing class study material, etc. Even if you are going for Tuka, apply some sense. That is what I am saying to you from the beginning. That is why I am telling you the logics behind every question, behind every concept. So no 100% Tuka. Remember, one Tuka could take you away from the class. Yes, no, not Tuka. See, if you answer 25 questions out of 30 in banking segment, and if you find DI is difficult for you to attend, and you have attended only 4 to 5 DIs, and if they are wrong, you think all these 4 5 questions are right, but I have not attended, I have left all other questions. To qualify, I have to at least attend few more questions. Don't do that. If your score in other segments are okay, by just answering 4 to 5 questions you may qualify, or sometimes you will be qualified. Okay, so there are no individual cutoffs, first thing, and people are not going to score high mark. Many of them are not expecting, were not expecting a written call. Many of them were preparing for interview direct. For them it's a blow. And for PNB and other also, though there was a there is a written test, the weightage of written test will not be calculated in final selection. So people will focus on preparing interview part. So if you are thorough with professional knowledge, some knowledge in your segment like credit and risk, then you will be through. Don't take unnecessary risks. These are not high scoring exams. Remember, these are not high scoring exams. Okay, these are not high scoring exams. Though the question level will be little easy to moderate, question level will be easy to moderate, but these are not going to be high scoring. Believe me, once you are in a bank, you will have no time. I have worked both in private and government banks. In both the segments, people have no time. People are astonished, and not astonished, people are shocked to see how could I even take a class. I am preparing PDF, that is separate thing. How could I have left with energies to take class. I am a scale 3 manager and heading a biggest branch in Andhra Pradesh right now, a big branch. Okay, but how could I am left with energies that I could take a class? Take a class. Now, preparing study material is a different thing. Preparing all other things are different. How could I even take a class for 10 minutes? Because people are left with zero energy. Okay, this is the situation on grounds, and those who are PO, those who are scale 1, scale 2, I have seen them working hard. I have seen them working relentlessly, restlessly, not relentlessly, restlessly. So nobody have, and you can find from your schedule also. Once you are out of your bank, you will find how much fatigue there left with your head. So this is similar to everyone. So these are not high scoring marks. I am expecting you to have minimum 50% questions. See, if you compare these exams, the level of the exams with the PO or clerical level, the scores, the minimum cutoff should be 80%, because the question level are bit lower, bit easier than all these exams. But still, the cutoff will remain at 45 to 50%. And the highest one will be 60 to 65%. The one scoring the highest mark will be scoring 60 to 65%. And if the highest one scores 75% or 70%, he will be the only one person lying there, staying there in the range above 60% or 65%. Okay, and there will be a very uneven distribution. See, in all other exams, what happens? Who is a topper? He scores the highest mark at the level of 65%, and the rest, all others, rest 1,000 people are there in 64.75. But here, if someone is at 65% and tops the exam, the second topper will may be found at 57%. So there is an uneven distribution. Yes, there are people who are working hard. So some of them have already left the exams, but the number is very less. The number is very less. So these are not going to be high scoring exams. Remember it. These are not going to be high scoring exams. So prepare accordingly. Whatever material I have forwarded to you, no, not SBI PO level. SBI PO level is different. SBI PO level is different. It will be easier one. It will be of easier one. It will be of RRB scale 2, 3 level. If some of you have appeared RRB scale 2, scale 3, it is of that level. Okay. And for the first time, RRB people have, yes. See, I don't have expertise on DI and reasoning. Okay. I don't have expertise on DI and reasoning. Yes, I have done well in past in DI and reasoning, and that I had to do to crack the exam. I can take class, but I'm not an expert, and nor in professional, nor in a specialist officer exam. You need one. You really need one class. Okay, so I will be providing tomorrow. I will be uploading it into a cloud site, and I will be providing you the link. And that PDF is very useful. So many of my friends and colleagues have cracked from this exam, from this paper. So whatever necessary material I will find, I will put it. Whatever there, you prepare on that, and you prepare based on that. Don't deviate. Don't read so many things. Don't deviate from my PDF of current banking issues. That is the first thing. Banking laws, I have already given you so many PDFs. Prepare it. If you have time, prepare from. There are two things I will recommend. If you have time, I have almost covered JIEB topics, but if you still want some MCQs, you can prepare from the PDFs available for free in Google regarding JIIB law paper, JIIB principal practice paper, legal aspects and principal practice. You can prepare from that. Okay, you can prepare from that. I will recommend you to prepare. If you have time, prepare. Okay. Most important topic from legal, like Banking Regulation Act, RBI Act. Okay, Basel. Basel is important topic for more important for exam point of view, interview point of view. Okay. In a PDFs are available. What I have skipped your comment. I have skipped your comment. In PDF, it is not downloadable. If there are downloadable formats, I have already shared in WhatsApp group. If some of you need, I will also share it again. Don't worry about it. You can see it only in app. You cannot download all the PDFs from app. If you need it in a downloadable format, I will be happy to share it. No issues. In the group, I will be sharing it. Okay. So I will not take much of your time. We'll conclude the class here. Yes, I will share it again. Not an issue. Okay. For many of you, I have resolved the issue in app. Many of you I have resolved. So, and there was a upgrade kind of thing happened in the app service in backend. So many of the previous downloaded app was not working right now. Don't worry about it. Some of you are having issues in reinstalling, but I have cleared so many issues. Don't worry about it. If the problem persists, the technical team will be available there tomorrow after 10 a.m. I will be resolving it one by one. Don't worry about it. So stay prepared, and in free times prepare it from JIB material, and it is helpful for SBI CBO, credit and risk both, because you are going to face professional knowledge. Don't go by the syllabus someone has slapped to you, someone has provided to you. Yes, and one thing, if your app is not working, you can open it in your mobile browser. I have forwarded it to someone. I think it's working well in mobile browser directly. From Google Chrome of your mobile, you can open it. From your desktop, you can open it. Okay. So don't worry about it. You can check it from your mobile store. And I will be forwarding all the PDFs in group once again. Don't worry about it. All the PDFs in the group once again, I will be sharing it. Don't worry. And tomorrow, remind me, I will be giving you the quant and reasoning material. That is important. Stay prepared. Yes, stay prepared for that also. And someone has given me some of you, one of you has given me the from credit that the syllabus, that these are how many of we have covered. Don't worry about all this. Questions are not going to come from syllabus. Questions will be from professional knowledge, what we have covered. Questions will be from the topics that we have already covered. But for your help, I may prepare a PDF, but PDF of syllabus. But I felt at the starting that what are important I will cover will not. What will we ask in DI? DI, what they will ask? They will give you a data bar. I think they will give you a simple data or a diagram, and they will ask you what is the average score, what is the percentage growth. Okay, what is the profit and loss, DI from profit and loss, DI of average, DI of percentage growth, ratio from given data. This much they will ask. Okay. And in reasoning, you have to prepare some. Okay, what will they ask from reasoning? Okay, if time permits, I will have a class on DI and reasoning. I will try to put some questions from DI and reasoning, and I will give you the format. Or else, I will, whatever PDF I am going to give you, this will be enough. Clear 2-3 sets, you will be scoring very good marks. Clear 2-3 sets, you will be scoring very good marks. Okay. Tomorrow I will upload it, and I will give you time to prepare, and I will not take any class tomorrow. I will provide you, and I will tell all of you to attend some of the sets. There are 20-30 sets. You prepare out one set out of that, and by the time I will prepare some other study materials for you. Tomorrow all of you give some focus on quant and reasoning, because the marks will be yes, math and reasoning I will be providing it to you tomorrow. I'm not carrying my system today, so it will be done by tomorrow. Don't worry. So that this much is enough for today. We have a 1 hour class. We have taken already 1 hour, but I don't want to make it long, but because of your time constraints. But in upcoming days, we'll have less class, more materials. Okay. Thank you and good night. Thank you and good night. Yes. Thank you all. Thank you and good night. Okay.